Good morning. I'm sorry, I just got up a little while ago. Oh, I'm trying to open my eyes. My coffee doesn't taste that sweet, but I'm trying to stay away from sugar. I'm just looking at the side of the siding right here. I don't know why it looks brown like that. I don't know why it looks brown like that. Oh man. Anyway, happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. So I was gonna bring my ring light out, but I said, it's just too much trouble bringing it up and down. I'd just rather bring it out like at nighttime or something. Why is it always like? Because it thunderstormed last night. Like it really thunderstormed. It was pouring rain like cats and dogs, like really coming down. And I noticed that I don't know. It just seems like every time after a thunderstorm, everything's always so quiet. The next morning, it's like everything's still wet. I mean, look at how brown this is, and it's wet. Now, when it dries, it might curl, but for the most part, even this is like, water all over. It's all wet, but I love the way it looks. You know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, put my arm in here now. I got all wet. I don't know. It feels good. But anyway, yeah, it just always seems so like, I don't know, like trying to put that in the picture for it won't be so dead here. Right there. Right. No. This like that. No. Okay. I'll leave it like that. And there's always a way to manipulate, your how you target what it is that you want to be seen when you're filming. Anyway, so every time after a thunderstorm, everything's so quiet. Like, I don't know, it just feels so weird. There's nobody out. The birds aren't singing, they're not chirping. I mean, I kind of like it like that, just, I saw, oh, there they come. Oh, made a mistake. They're not flying that way. I don't know where they're going. But yeah, after a thunderstorm, everything just seems to be like really quiet. Anyway, got a lot done yesterday. I did go to the post office. I did what he called package in my box for my sister, and I walked all the way over there. I did my, I mean, I don't know when I walk, because like I said, I have a license. I just don't have a car to drive. I do have a driver's license, but I'm kind of like iffy, to drive, especially with getting tickets like left and right. You can't really park or do anything these days. I mean, it's just crazy. You can't park here. You can't park there. Anyway, I do the walking. And so I like to walk. I think I mentioned it earlier. I like to walk with a purpose, or I'll probably mention it later. I like to be able to walk with a purpose. I don't mind walking around the park. That's fine. But because I walk enough as it is, I just feel like I don't have to walk around the park. I walk all the way over there. I walk all the way over there, and those are my steps. I have great legs, not to be, but I have good legs, So, I mean, it's not like my ankles are swollen or nothing like that because they're not. And, but like I said, I do a lot of walking. So, um, and I think the post office from here is like, I don't know, like 2.5 miles away, probably more. I have to find out, but it's far, but not that far. So I got that done, and now today I have to what do you call it? Did get on my serger. Got it finally. I threaded my serger. I finally got it down. I finally threaded it, and I'm gonna start using it this week. I do have one blouse that I did sew. I think it was uh, last year. I don't know if you remember it. I even bought the pattern and everything, and it had like a bow on the side. I didn't really like the bow, so I'm gonna try to see if I can alter the blouse. I mean, I still like the color. It is a blue and white theme, so it would go perfect, for what do you call it? It's still being summer and the nautical colors. So I think I will still, try to use it. It's just that I'm just getting so mad every time I go to the stores and I try to look for blouses, shirts, or whatever. I can never find what I like, and everything, like you guys know, everything's cookie cutter kind of deal, and I just never see anything I like. And then when I buy something, for some reason I think it looks cute. Next thing you know, I don't know whether I'm gaining weight or whatever, then they don't fit me anymore. And it gets me even more mad. I go, but it fit fine when I first bought it. Why doesn't it fit me now? I don't know if it's because I wash it and they shrink. I don't know. All I know is that they just don't fit the same anymore. It just pisses me off. So, yeah, so finally got the serger out. Now, they were saying that you really don't need a serger if you have a sewing machine, because sewing machines already have interlock um, stitches already on their panel. Remember before you only had the straight stitch? Now they have a variety of different stitches, and an interlock stitch is now even included on your regular sewing machine. So I said, but I bought a sewing machine because that's the reason why I wanted it, because I didn't think it had an interlock or whatever. And I thought having a serger would give, I don't know, because sergers have a lot to really, it does have a serger here, I can see it, an interlock on here. It gives it a more smooth, it won't come apart seam, in other words. So that's why, and plus it gives it a more like detailed design. If you want to put like a red interlock stitch on something, it makes your shirt pop a little bit. So I said, no, I need to get a sewing machine. I guess I wanted it for that reason, to give whatever I was thinking about making, to give it a more design. So that's why I got the serger. And but for everything else, hemming and just straight stitch, I just use my sewing machine. So I did have this one shirt that I did buy. I don't know where. I think I bought it at Ross, and because I liked the fabric. And when I came home and I tried it on, it was too tight, and I was so mad. So I ended up cutting the sides out. Not the side, kind of like I just split the seams, tore the seam on the sides, and excuse me, and I got some white. I think it was from a tank top, a white tank top, and I cut triangles so I can widen the shirt on the bottom. So I'm gonna sew that today. If I get to sew that today, we'll see. I usually don't like doing anything on Sundays. It's my what do you call it? I usually watch documentaries on Sundays and just try to catch up on different inspirational things. But yeah, so but I got it. What do you call it? got it threaded. I got it threaded finally, and I put the thread through the needles. Although I never know how. I mean, sometimes if you you have to watch a few tutorials because everybody does it differently. So you have to really like watch how they see how they do it. So, um, but I finally got it, and I was like, God. But so today I have to get the fabric out, and I have to get the petal out because they do say that when you are going to thread a serger, make sure it's off. Don't thread it because it has a blade, so you don't want to cut yourself. So don't do that. Anyway, so I still have to look for. I'm gonna see today if I can find the my panels, uh, my farmhouse picture panels that I had made last year. I still need to go into my bins and find. Like I said, I think it's with the Halloween box. Anyway, so got to get that done. Um, got the box out, mailed it out. I'm not going to be baking. I do want to bake. I have to do. I want to bake another cake. I want to bake some more muffins and cookies, but I probably won't do that until Wednesday. Because, like I said, I don't want to do anything today. Although I guess today would have been a great day because it's nice and cool. But anyway, temperatures are supposed to go down anyway. But let's talk about this before time flies on me. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. This chair is hard. Let's talk about EBT. Okay, just a little bit because I don't want to drag on about this whole thing. But everybody is like crying about it, going on TikTok, and but you know what? It's like you guys are ridiculous because first of all, you guys who are complaining about it are the ones have who have been misusing it for decades. Okay, it's not supposed to be for buying junk in the first place. It wasn't meant to be buying potato chips and pop and cakes and candy and all of that. It was meant for food, for nutritional food, a supplement nutritional something. That's what it's called, SNAP. But you guys abused it, misused it, and as far as I see, a lot of parents, and it all started in the 1960s and 70s. Your kids still look scrawny and hungry because all you're doing is feeding them junk. You weren't really cooking for them. So you guys misuse it, abuse it, and then you're crying about it now because they won't let you continue feeding yourself and your kids junk. Get over it. Wake up. And then here's the other thing. They're just, it's when it comes to government assistance, you guys just abuse it to the max to get all you can out of it, so that you can do what? Nothing. Like literally, just lay in your bed, be a couch potato, and not do nothing. But you just want to sit there in front of the TV and just eat your chips away and yell at your kids and not take care of them just so you could. You don't parent. You just want to sit there eating your chips and yell at the whole world because everybody is not seeing things how you see it. And when you, in reality, you ain't seeing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't visioning, you're not having a vision of anything. You're not doing nothing. But anyway, then they get to the point of, I've seen this throughout the years. Come on, I'm 64. I seen it. I'm not saying I seen it all, but I seen it. I mean, I remember this one. I mean, you even get cash assistance for those who can, and they even abuse that. Okay. And they would go to the point of trading the stamps in for cash, and then they would use the cash to buy drugs. I mean, come on, you know you did. You know you did. Don't lie, you know you did. So there was always ways to use that. to abuse the system. And then I'm like, again, it's supposed to help you until you get back on your feet. But you guys just want to live off of it, and there wasn't many who had who had done that, and getting Section 8 and all that, and you still end up I'm not saying all people do it, but I'm saying the majority. Okay, I'm not saying all. Smart people use it for their benefit to get them up, to get themselves back on their feet, and they go further. They go on Section 8. They collect cash, and they're doing great because they're working, they're furthering, they're moving forward to doing things. Other people just, like I said, lay on their back, be a couch potato and not do anything, and then they wonder why they end up homeless. Because you misused, you abused it, and it's going to bite you in the butt later. So anyway, now again, used people are buying, like, I used to work at a bakery, okay, and I would see people literally buy an $800 cake, not cash, but from the EBT. Really? You're spending that much on a cake? That's ridiculous. I would see that, and I would, like, my jaw would drop. Like, this money is supposed to be to feed your family a whole week, a whole, a good few weeks, but you're spending 700 to 800, if not more, or they would use 2 cards to pay for $1,000 or something cake. Money that you didn't earn to pay for that cake. Okay? Because other people work their butts off so that you can buy that cake. Ridiculous. I always thought it was ridiculous. And then some people would use and misuse the benefits because, if they had more kids, they get more on their card, or cash wise too. If they have more kids, they'll get more cash. And I remember that, because I don't want to drag this all up, but I remember this one woman, I think they were grandparents, and they were taking care of their grandkids, and their house burnt down. I think I mentioned this years ago. And their house burnt down, or went up in flames. I don't know what happened. And 2 of the kids that they were taking care of, they both died, which is sad. I know. But then, they were like, oh, we're sorry, all this. But the grandparents, especially the grandmother, was like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? They're gone. My grandkids, they're gone. And then, oh, well, everything will be okay. Everything, we're sorry for your loss. She goes, no, we're not going to get no more food stamps. We're not going to get no more cash. She was more worried about whatever she was going to get on her assistance more than the kids. Because that's all the kids were to her, was a commodity. They were just a way to get more money, to get more food stamps on their card. And without them, they wouldn't get it. And that's sad. The way people think that you can use your kids as a commodity, and then when it's gone, you're crying about it. That, to me, I was like, that was like the last straw for me. I was like, if that's how you guys are thinking of using the system, there's something highly wrong with your head. Because that's not what it was meant for in the first place. But You go down history, you want to look it up, but to me, that was the worst thing I ever heard. I mean, we all do. We all try to, you know, make things work. Try something just to help us out a little bit. Okay, yeah, you can't find a job. You don't have this. And then on top of that, it's not even with the EBT. It's not like it's all over the country. It's only in a few states. People are acting like it's all over the country. It's not. It's probably not in the ones who are complaining and crying on TikTok. It's probably not even in your state. So why are you crying about it? It's only in certain states, and it's only like for energy drinks, and pop. That's it. Anything else? Yes, you can. You can buy food. You can buy snacks. Stop crying and acting like, oh, they took away your chips. They took away your candy. They took away your muffins. They did not. They did not stop. It's not here in Illinois, so I could still buy all that, and yes, I do have supplement, and I have to because I'm a grandmother and I take care of three grandchildren. I need a little bit of help that all I can get, yes, but it's not much, it's very little, but any little bit helps. And if you see me, I go to food banks. So that's another thing. If you cannot, even if it were to get that far, like let's say you can't um, get let's say we're really, really, really true, and you can't get snacks at all. You could always go to a food bank. Food banks they have sweets, they have desserts, they have that. They have potato chips, they have popcorn, bags. So you can't get it here. You could always get it over there. It might not be the exact brand you want, but at least it's something. So don't, you go to a food bank, you'll find it there. You know. So and then they help out, but food banks are more based on nutritional things too as well. But every now and then they'll give you cookies, chips, popcorn, things like that. But again, it might not be the brand, but it's something. So go to your food bank. There's always a way. And if you can go, and even if you want to go one step further, make your own stuff. Like if you can't, get it with that, and you don't have money to buy it, then start making your own stuff and cook. Learn how to make cakes. Learn how to make donuts. Learn how to make cookies. Learn how to, make muffins or pound cake. Learn something. It might even get you to start selling your stuff if it's that good, and you could be making money that way. Start learning how to do your own things, how to make your own treats. Learn how to make candy. Learn how to make lollipops. It's all there, and there is nothing that you cannot learn online now. You can learn anything. Anything. There's just no excuse not to learn anything. And for you people to just sit on your tukish and not do anything, and all you want to do is cry about it. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, if you don't start something now, and used people are young. I'm pretty sure used people who are crying on today, TikTok and stuff, used people are probably like what? In your 20s? At the most, maybe 25, 30. If you guys don't start something now, you're going to be really regretting it by the time you hit 50. Because everything you didn't do is going to be 5 times harder to do when you hit over 50. It's going to be 3 times worse. So you better start getting off your tush. Forgot how you pronounce that. And start doing something. Start doing something. And that's another thing that I'm going to be talking about on Faith Night Friday, because I was mentioned. And I'm so sorry about that. It didn't upload. I don't know what happened, but I put it up. I didn't want to lose the whole video, so I said, no, I'm posting it. I'm not going to wait until next week. I'm just going to as soon as I got up Saturday morning, I uploaded it. But so there's a lot of golden nuggets in the word. So I'm going to share those with you coming on Faith Night Friday. But and that's how it talks, and it's in Proverbs, and it talks a lot about the homeless, about being poor, and then it talks about how to get riches and how the fountain of youth, all of that, and it's in Proverbs, and I'm like, wow, I'm like getting my highlighter, and no, wow, 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 and it's everything opposite of what you guys are doing. Again, if you do nothing, you're going to end up poor and homeless. Why? Because you don't do nothing and you try to live off the system. But the system wasn't there to carry you so that you won't do anything. It was there to help you until you get back on your feet and then start moving forward from that, you know? But again, like I said, people in this day and age, and I do believe it's going to get better. I do believe people are not going to do that for a while. They're going to start, especially because everything, our new technology is always advancing, and it's advancing every year, and if you don't keep up, you're going to get lost. So and a lot of people are going to be doing different things. I mean, I can go on and on about AI and GBT and all that. But I just wanted to hit on this one. I just wanted to hit on this one because of everybody crying about it. But okay, I'm gonna leave you guys there. So I am gonna, what do you call it? It feels so nice out here. I don't even want to go back in. But so many new things are, going around in my head, and I was talking about that. I was thinking about volunteering at this food bank because they said they need help. That's another thing too. God, if you're bored, you don't know what to do, get out and volunteer somewhere. You never know where it can lead you. You might be able to find work later. Probably, the more people you get to know in your circle, the more opportunities will come your way, because you're not only talking to the people on the camera or online or on YouTube. You're talking to actual human being. I'm not saying that you're not talking to real people online. I'm not saying that, but flesh. You can see that person in front of you and talk to the person in front of you. Like when I went to the food bank, I was talking to this one lady, and she was really nice, and she was telling me that we were already connecting, and it was good to talk to a human being face to face, and we're not doing that anymore, because everything is, the only face you're seeing is yourself. You can't see all the people who subscribe to you. That would be awesome, right? That would be awesome. You know what? It might not be too far, but we'll actually see our subscribers face to face. And they'll probably be like in a little corner. And every time somebody pops, clicks on your video, you'll be able to see who clicked on your video. I mean, they do that on Instagram, right? They show you people who are watching you. They show you the not actual people, but the person's names who are watching your videos. It won't be too far when you're actually seeing people who are, what do you call, watching your video, will have a little picture of who they are, if they have a picture. But that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. And I love Zoom. I gotta start a Zoom group. I really want to start a Zoom group. I have Zoom on my computer. I just trying to, because I want it to be a spiritual thing, But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get off. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep on yakking and yakking and yakking. Okay, guys, let me go. And we will see you in a bit. Ooh. Hey, guys. Here we are. Here we are. So, anyway, let me put this light up just on that side a little bit. It's just too, what do you call it? So, I'm getting ready to package my sister's way belated birthday gift. And like I said, I did make her a few things. What I wanted to do was just send, make her the cozy bowl warmers, but I didn't have time to do it when I was, making them. So I said, well, when they're done, I'll just, send it to her. So I made her a large one, and I made her a 9-inch. So she has 2 sizes. They came out cute, and like I said, I'm still working on them. I'm still trying to perfect them, so I'll be working more. I did the heart ones, but I think this one looks a little bit better than the, oh no, it was with the lips, than the lips ones. So I have that, and then of course I'm putting a bowl of chicken curry ramen, and I put that in there, and then I'll be giving her some more odds and ends, and then I'll be putting these in there as well. But I'm going to wrap these up because I can't stick them in here because they don't really sit in here right. So I'll just wrap these up separately. Okay, and I did find our pen. I have to find the pen. I took them out. Where did I put them? It was these what did they call it? Novelty pens. And I have to find it because I was going to put this in the box as well. But anyway, what I really want to show you is that usually when you have a box like this was from Target, and the only problem with this is that when you go to the post office, they don't let you, it has to be plain. Like, you cannot have nothing on the box. It has to be plain. So I was like, well, okay. So what I do is I take it apart, I take that little lip off, and I just flip it. Now, it's a regular cardboard. Now what I do is that I get that same lip. Hippo, find me some tape in there. Listen, I'm trying to find some tape. I made some clear tape. If you can't find it, it's okay. It should be on the edge. No, it should be in the little ones. Anyway, so that's okay. Never mind. I'll get it out. You probably can't find it. So what I do is that I turn it inside out, and then I just flip it, and now it's ready to go. So that's what I'm going to do right here, right now. I have to get that tape. Put my glasses on. I can't see for anything. Put the glasses on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lather this lip as much as I could, a lot of glue, because I really want it to stick. So I'm going to put that in here, make sure it's lined up right. Okay, I might have to do it like this. I'm going to make sure it's lined up pretty. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, actually I don't even, this thing won't stay up. Okay, let me find something I can hold this up with. Okay. Still budge. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to grab some tape. I think I'll use this tape instead. It's a little bit more thicker. I just got this from the Dollar Tree. I had to run over there because I'm like, oh my God, I need tape. And I thought I had some, but I must have ran out because I couldn't find the one that I normally had. So I'm just going to measure it. Usually, sometimes if you need to measure and you can't measure it from the inside, measure it from the outside, okay? Measure it from the outside. So, what do I do with those scissors? Oh, I have a certain pair of scissors that I usually use, and I can't find them. I don't know where they're at. Okay, they're probably in the bag. Okay, so then I always fold it so I won't, you know, forget where the end is at. So I always fold it. Okay, so now I got the tape, and I'm just gonna put it in here to secure it. I need for it to be secure. So now it's taped in there. That lip is taped up. So now I have to tape this part. Yeah, this is the bottom part. So you can't have anything with barcodes or anything like that. It's like they won't let you have anything in there to put this back. Now, and I still have to do my calendar. I have not done my calendar yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna scratch all these barcodes off if there is some, and scratch all that off. Doesn't need to be on there. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna close it up. I go this way, then this way. And now I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it up. Now the best way I know how to close up boxes is that you have to, like, you know, if you really want it not to pop open, you have to grab a nice little piece. I mean, you don't have to do it all the way, but I would. And then take it down and then come right across. This way you'll know it'll be closed. Like that. You want to cross that seam, okay? And now you're gonna go this way. And I always do it like a little bit halfway, and you want to close that up. Like I said, I really don't care for this one. It's from Dollar Tree, but I just like to have better quality tape, but this will do for now. Pull this down as much as you can, and then you just want to, do another one. You want it down there as tight as possible. Try to grab this side so I can bend it a little bit, and then you want to pull it down. Okay, there. I'll probably put a little bit more. Nah, that's fine. Okay, so your box is ready, and it's all sealed up. And there's nothing in the front, nothing on the sides. Everything's good to go. Again, you want to make sure that any barcodes that you might have in here, just scratch them off with the what do you call it, Sharpie. Now everything's gonna go in here, and like I said, I have a lot of little things that I want to give her. You know, I have to giving her with the bowl, and then I'm giving her some cocoa mix, and I'll probably give her some I don't know, we'll see. So it's just a lot of odds and ends that I've been carrying. I already showed you this, and then I got her some mittens for baking, some candy, some prayer cards, a little notebook, and then I got her 2 boxes of candy, and I'm going to be wrapping up this little purse that I had gotten. So it's cute, it's a nice little purse. I'm just going to wrap it up, and I got her some Revlon lip gloss. I'm always buying makeup. So that's all going to come in here, and I have to figure out how to put everything in here. I had to look for that pen. So everything's going in there, and of course I'm going to put newspaper on the bottom, and then I'll use tissue, and then I'll close it up. I got to find that novelty pen. I mean, I could put more stuff in here. I don't like having stuff, but by the time everything's wrapped up, it should be kind of full. And yeah, and then it's ready to go. It won't be, oh, plus I have to put the card in there too, her birthday card, because I did make a birthday card, but I didn't have, I have to, write a little sentiment on there. And then when I'm done, I don't think I need a cup in there. I think she's good. And then I wrap it up, put on her the address, and I'll be taking it to the post office tomorrow morning. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, I'm back. So already finished the, the box. Here it is. It's already done. It's ready to go. So I'm gonna take it tomorrow in the morning. And yeah. Oh, so right now I haven't eaten. It's already 3:30 and I'm just now eating, okay? So I am eating, well, I did have a cup of coffee earlier, but now I'm drinking another cup because I'm like, I'm ready to fall asleep already. Right around this time I start getting sleepy. Okay, so what I'm eating, I made myself some, I don't know if you can see it, it's a chorizo in there with eggs. And then the tortillas, and then I just put some white rice in here. I think I put a little bit too much oil in here. I hope I didn't. It does take me a little bit more longer to chew. I did. I can see the already dripping the oil. Alright. So one thing about the chorizo is that I love the flavor. I like the spiciness of it. But what I don't like, it's the fat. So every time I like fry it, I always have to search for those little translucent little fat, like little balls or whatever. And I get those out of there, out of the frying pan. It takes me a minute, but I don't know what it is. I just don't like chewing on them. And you can see them more when you're frying them, I mean the chorizo, than when you're just trying to take them out before you fry it, because you won't be able to see them that well. I always forget to bring a napkin, like all the time. And then I, scrambled it with eggs. And then 2 eggs. And then I just divide it and then put them in a flour tortilla. I bought these, I didn't make them. Sometimes I think it's faster just to buy them than to make them. Especially when it's a hot day. You don't want to be, on top, above that stove for about a good almost 2 hours. I got some. I don't want the oil to drip on the rice. So I'm keeping that, you know, like apart. I was gonna put pepper flakes in there, but I said, no, I think it's spicy enough. I don't think I need pepper flakes in there. I don't know. I'm so mad because I was trying to wrap up the box and everything. I couldn't find tissue paper. I'm like, where's all my tissue paper? I'm always buying tissue paper. I'm always buying tape, you know? Well, where's my tissue paper? But I did have to run to Dollar Tree this morning because I didn't have no packaging tape. And I usually buy, you know, the one with the red handle, you know, the one that you slide. I usually buy the big one because it has a lot. Now there's no way I could have finished that already. I might have, I don't know. I'm always packaging stuff. I couldn't find it. And I said, oh, I don't want to run to Walmart now, you know, I'm already tired. So I said, I'll just run to see what, you know, what Dollar Tree has. Let me grab this paper real quick. Yeah, so I ran to Dollar Tree. I got it. It was a good size one. I mean, you know, it's okay. At least it does the job. So, I should have heated up the rice a little bit more. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was still cold. Not that cold, but you know, like Lucas warmish. Oh well. Anyway, I'll know better next time. But anyway, that's what I'm eating right now. I'm just gonna relax because then after this, I'm gonna thread that surgery and get going on that. And I still have to make the templates for the cozy warmer bowls. And if it doesn't get too late, I want to go to the back and see if I can find those the farmhouse pictures for the frame. I'm thinking they're with the Halloween one because when I took down the Halloween, on the other side was the one with the farmhouse, so I'm pretty sure it's in that box. But we'll see if I can get to that. Anyway, I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to finish eating this, and then I'm going to start getting on that surgery. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys. I'm at the post office. Oh, this is new. I've never seen this here before. Here's my box. I just need a minute. Chronicles. What is this? Chronicles Revival. I'm gonna take this. I don't know where it's from, but I like to take that. Anyway, let me get in line before somebody else beats me. Okay. Alright. So they do have a lot of supplies here and stuff. A lot of boxes. And I have to buy some clear. Oh, a lot of cards too. I have to buy a lot of, what do you call it? Anyway, let me get this because I have to start walking back. Okay, guys, we will see you in a bit. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, it is piping hot out here. Huh. I guess I was sitting in front of the AC that I could just feel the heat. And I was planning on baking today, but no, not today. I have to do it on a cool morning, or if it's going to be like 75 or close to maybe 80, in order for me to do some baking. Anyway, I was listening about what's going on with the EBT and how everybody's upset because they can't buy certain things with it. And it's not the whole country. It's just in certain states. And it's not that you can buy, chips and, your Twinkies or whatever. I mean, you can. It's just like, what is it? Energy drinks. I think they banned pop, things like that. And so, I hope there's not a doggy in here. Hello. Oh, okay, I want to see a doggy. Come. And, okay, let's go back. I don't want to make sure that other puppy's not over there. And you'll start barking a storm. Okay, so anyway, so it's not in the whole country. It's just in Iowa, Florida, and it's only like sugary drinks, things like that. But I bake. So if you want sweet, you can learn how to make your own cakes, muffins, cookies, pound bread, donuts, which are practically the easiest thing to make. You can make your own stuff. You don't have to buy it from EBT. I mean, yeah, of course, it's easier. It's packaged, because that's basically what you're paying for. You're paying for the packaging. But, of course, you can always, go on YouTube, look up some tutorials, and, they'll show you how to make glaze. They'll show you how to make, or put fudge, or dip your cookies in fudge. I mean, there's always a way, to make your own sweets. You can learn how to make candy in using candy molds. You can learn how to make lollipops. I mean, it's coming to this point where you don't have to use, your EBT to buy junk. I mean, there was this guy I think he went to Japan or China, and he was like, there's something different here. There's something different. And it was like, even the schools in Japan and China, they feed their kids. I mean, the lunches they feed the students, it's a far cry than what we feed our students in the United States. It's like they're way better. I mean, you talk about nutritional food. Oh my God, I would love to. It's like a whole meal. I would love to have lunch in China or Japan. I mean, their meals are just far more, way better than ours. I mean, well, we feed our kids in dried up tacos, dried up chicken nuggets. I'm like, come on. And this is our lunch program for our students, here in America. Oh, come on. And they just have better quality stuff, more nutritional. But, like I said, so this guy, he did go shop. He went to, what do you call it? He went to China or Japan, one of those two, I forgot which one. And he was looking all around, he goes, there's something different here. And he was saying, oh, I know what it is. There's not heavyweight people here. Everybody's skinny. And it was like, yeah, because all they eat is rice. But there's no people who are diving into eating so much junk food. And that's what they do. They don't eat all that junk food. And he goes, that was the difference, a lot of thin people over there. And we're here in America, we're just downright spoiled. I mean, even when it comes to the homeless, I mean, when they feed the homeless, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos. They feed the homeless and they make them sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs. They give them bananas, oranges, and maybe a little packet. Maybe it only has like 2 cookies in there, but they don't feed them junk. They feed them nutritional food. So why shouldn't we be feeding our own children, or, I mean, you're not going to give your grandmother, chips and cookies. I mean, come on. You really that would be nutritional for her? No. So why would you do it to a child? It doesn't make any sense. There's grapes. You can get mixed fruit, like that cocktail fruit can, and put Cool Whip in there, and voila. You have a great dessert. Or you could put the mixed fruit can in gelatin, and there's another dessert with whipped cream on top. Oh my God, that even sounds good to me. The thing is that you can make your own desserts at home. But like I said, it's not here in America. It's not here in Chicago. We can spend our whole, or whoever gets EBT, on all the junk food you want. It's not here in Illinois. So I'm pretty sure a lot of recipients here in Illinois are very, very, very grateful. But you should just be aware, aware that you have to, it's a supplement to help you, not to take advantage of. And a lot of people have taken advantage of it for decades, ever since the 1960s and 70s. It has just been totally taken advantage of. And yeah, it just needs to stop. You need to stop taking advantage. No, I said no. I said no. And stop taking advantage of the system, and feed your kids and your family nutritional stuff instead of junk food all the time. I do, fruits and things like that during the week and snacks on the weekend. That's how I do it. And it works out perfectly. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you here. I got to go in. It is hot. No Tesla today. Okay, guys. We'll see you in a bit.